Hi everyone, it's Karen again. I think this is maybe our fourth or fifth video in the series, and today I want to talk about passion. The reason that we've been doing all of these videos is to help you have a better life. And one of the things that comes out of learning all of these things about yourself is you open up that creative space for yourself and you become more passionate because you are focusing on the things that make you happy, those things that are truly and intrinsically you and yours. Now, why is that important? Well, if you're just motoring along in life, you're not really paying any attention to the things that you love and that make you happy, you're probably just going to have about a half life. It isn't going to be that deeply passionate, very connected way of living that makes you superbly happy. So what does that look like? Well, that means you're maybe in a relationship that doesn't fulfill you, or maybe you're in a job that doesn't fulfill you, or maybe you're living in a house that doesn't really reflect your value system, or one that makes you happy. Maybe you don't live in a city or state that you actually like living in. Maybe you don't have the group of friends around you that are as supportive as you would like them to be. All of those things can really put a hamper on us being passionate about our own life. So what I would like to do is ask you some questions today and have you contemplate them. Can you remember a moment in your life where you felt the most positive about yourself? What were you doing when you were having these positive feelings? What were you wearing at that moment? If you're wondering what I'm looking down is, this is my book, Positive Intentions. Of course, it's backwards, but anyways, Positive Intentions I wrote about 7 or 8 years ago, and probably going to actually make it available for free for you, or very inexpensive for you if you'd like to have it downloaded. I just haven't done it yet, but these are questions that I came up with that help sort of spur the thinking process for you to kind of figure out, like, what are those things? What are the elements of those things that show up for you when you are passionate? Another question is, who's with you during these times when you are feeling passionate? Who are you around? Have you ever been in one of those situations where you're talking with some buddies or even your partner and you just feel like, oh, I just really had this amazing moment, and wow, I feel so connected, and it felt so good. It was just a good, very passionate, very high energy engagement. Well, that's probably somebody who has a very similar set of things that cause them to feel passion. Those are the people that we want to spend most of our life with. When we talk about the 5 people that we hang around with the most, or they'll be the ones that we act like, feel like, and end up like, don't you want it to be somebody who sort of adds that passion when you're with them? I know I do. And there's a lot of times we end up around people who sort of drain our energy and we don't feel very good. So ask yourself, who are those people that when I'm around them give me energy and I give them energy? We don't want to be an energy draw to other people. We want to also engage with them at a level that is providing them with passion. So what are the things that you are doing when you feel the most passionate? Are you doing something fun? Are you working on a business? Are you working on personal development? What are those things? And it could be just about anything, because everybody has their own stuff that makes them feel good. But just sort of focus in on some of those things and see what are those things when I'm feeling the most passionate that I'm doing. When you're around other people and they are doing stuff that sparks an interest in you, what are some of the things that those people are doing? For instance, if we're talking about motorcycles, I'm listening. And might not remember all of the details about the motorcycle itself and all the different things that go along with it.
But if it has anything to do with motorcycles or racing in any way, I'm probably going to have an interest in it. It's going to spark excitement for me. And everybody has those things. So be thinking about what are the things for you that cause you to have that passion sparked. Do you have any memories of any events or times where you just felt great, that you have a very clear memory of where you felt super passionate? I would encourage you to sort of write out what that event was like and what all the elements of that event were, who the people were, where were you, what were you talking about, what were you doing, what were the elements of that gave you that passion and made you feel so good. As you begin to sort of look at some of those things, write them down, because this is mining memories for good evidence of where you need to take your life and what you need to do to bring yourself back to that place of passion. As we move forward with some of these lessons, you'll see why that's important. Have a good one.